Hey there, wrestling fans. Welcome to this week's edition of Superstars of the Ring. I am your host, Eric Snook, and we have an exciting edition this week. We are debuting our brand new championship here in CCW. That is the Alternative Championship. Now, the idea behind the Alternative Championship is that each match, that championship will be defended in an irregular match of sorts, not a normal one pinfall counts. We'll have different editions of matches, maybe a hardcore match, a street fight, you name it, we'll have it for that Alternative Championship. And now what a way to kick off that Alternative Championship than with an unusual match itself. So the match we're going to show you this week, the match of the week here on Superstars of the Ring, it's going to go down like this. You'll have 3 tag teams of 2 people each. That's 6 competitors in the ring. Now, once the first 2 tag teams are eliminated, you'll have 2 guys left. Those 2 men will fight each other for that Alternative Championship. It was a crazy, crazy match. It was very exciting, and we cannot wait to show you. So without further ado, here is the debut Alternative Championship match at WRESTLEBASH 25.
Introducing the first of the tag teams. Here he is from Cincinnati, Ohio. Here is the controversial one, Les Fortunate. Cincinnati, Ohio, the very controversial one, Les Fortunate. Alrighty. And his tag team partner, he is the high-flying one. Here is Scott. He is the 2015 CCW Rookie of the Year. Here is the American Prodigy. And his tag team partner, here is the Jet Li. side of the ring from the Society of Sin, here is Lacavius. And his tag team for tonight's matchup, here he is, Frankie Morris. And ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring, here is
Hey there, wrestling fans. Welcome to this week's edition of Superstars of the Ring. I'm your host, Eric Smith, and this is the match for the Alternative Championship, a championship being brought back by CCW. And it looks like it's going to be less fortunate in the American Prodigy starting this match off the way it works. It's pretty simple. We have 3 teams of 2. Look at less fortunate. Tagging in Frankie Morris. We have 3 teams of 2. Once the first 2 teams are eliminated, the tag team partners from the winning team will square off with each other, and the winner of that match will be the new alternative champion. And here in the ring we see Frankie Morris taking on the 2015 Rookie of the Year, the American Prodigy. American Prodigy, his tag team partner, we saw him coming out earlier, Jay Lee. Frankie Morris has been tagged with Society of Sin's Pactivus. And there you see, not in the ring currently, that is Skylark and Less Fortunate. This should be a great match to crown a new champion here in CCW. Frankie's not been able to get much offense going in his first few matches here in CCW, but not looking too bad. We got a shoulder tackle by American Prodigy and a headlock in the middle of the ring. Frankie reaching for his tag team partner. Prodigy tagging Skylark, and you can tag in any person from another team. And Skylark squaring off with Frankie Morris in the middle of the ring there. Frankie getting a headlock in. And a takeover. Frankie feeling a little confident, a little cocky with his fans. He's going to need to focus if he wants to win this match. Skylark, one of the most experienced and entertaining performers in the history of CCW. Frankie looking pretty good right now. Frankie goes to tag in Pactivus, and Pactivus wants nothing of it, so Frankie's stuck in the ring. Frankie looks for a tags. Less fortunate, but Fortunate can't enter the match. The Skylark and Fortunate tag team partners. Fortunate smacks him in the face as punishment. Skylark throwing big forearms, and Frankie fighting back with some forearms of his own. And Skylark with a snapmare, taking him down.
He's topping out!
Frankie needs to get out of this match. He has been in this match since it started. You got to think that's going to wear him down, potentially eliminating himself and Pactivus from this match. Pactivus certainly does not want that. He has not even had a chance to enter the match yet. Skylark tags Less Fortunate in the ring. The controversial Less Fortunate. With a submission maneuver. And those patented kicks right to the spine of Frankie Morris. And and then he drops an elbow. And now he jaws with the fans because that's what he's best known for. American Prodigy in the match. Frankie tried to tag in Jay Lee, but Prodigy had already been tagged in. And finally a shoulder tackle by Frankie Morris. Holding his own here. Frankie tags in Pegavus, whether Pegavus wanted it or not. Now it's Pegavus and the American Prodigy squaring off. Still looking for the first team to be eliminated in this alternative championship match. And Pegavus goes to work. Has to be called off by the referee from attacking American Prodigy in the corner. Prodigy tags in with martial art expert Jay Lee. Jay Lee has been improving vastly over the last year. Looking to win his first belt here in CCW. Why not be the alternative champion? But right now he's contending with Pegavus, who's got one of the most meanest mean streaks in CCW today as he drops down to the left elbow of Jay Lee.
All right, no quit, no quit. Still continue, still continue. Take him out.
Jay Lee brings his shin right across the skull of Pegavus. Pegavus is down. Pegavus tags in, less fortunate. Goes to the attack on Jay Lee. And yells at him to tag in American Prodigy. And he goes on the attack on the Prodigy as well. Submission maneuver. Got his arm wrenched back. He might have to submit. He's nowhere near the ropes. Tell the ref no.
Come on, now, get him out of the corner.
Reverses it. Sit down powerbomb. Can he get the pin? Rolls him. Wasting a lot of time here. Fortunate's dead weight. One. Just too much time wasted trying to get him in the pin, and Pegavus breaks it up. Although I'm not sure why, because that would have eliminated one team. Jay Lee tags back into the match. Skylark goes to the attack. They're exchanging blows back and forth. Skylark lands on his feet, and a spinning heel kick by Jay Lee sends Skylark flying, and this could be it. Rolls him over. One. Fortunate breaks up that pinfall, keeping his team alive. Keep in mind, he's not doing that to help his team, he's doing that to help himself. As the final team that wins will face off with each other, and the winner of that match will be the new alternative champion. Unfortunate breaking up. That submission maneuver. Pegavus helping out. Jay Lee needs to make a tag, and he does. The American Prodigy back into the ring. With a running drop kick. Skylark gets him up. set him up for a maneuver, but Fortunate broke that up, and Skylark gets a drop kick, taking him out. And neither one of Pekovic or Frankie wants into this ring, so Skylark's forced to tag in. Less Fortunate. And that's got to be it. He's going to have to tap. He's nowhere near the ropes. Can he get out of this? Can he reverse it? Fortunate pleading with him to give up. And he has no choice. The American Prodigy has to tap out. And now we are down to 2 teams as the American Prodigy and Jay Lee have been eliminated from the match. So our final 2 teams will be Skylark and Less Fortunate taking on Frankie Morris and Pekovic. The winners of this match will face off with each other for the Alternative Championship. One of these 4 men will be our new Alternative Champion. And we got Frankie Morris in the ring again. Frankie, the least experienced out of the 4 men in the ring, looking to make a big name for himself. But he's got a long road ahead of him and a high mountain to climb. Skylark is one of the most innovative performers in the history of CCW. And here he goes. Here's some innovation right now. Up on the top rope. Spins him down. Sends him flying. Frankie's down. 1, 2. Pekovic wisely interferes and breaks up that pin.
Come on, watch the hair.
And a big uppercut. But Frankie with an atomic drop. Skylark hurting. Frankie feeling the momentum. A double arm takedown. Frankie looking good. And tags in Pekovic. Pekovic didn't reach for the tag. Frankie tagged him in anyways. And now it's Pekovic and Skylark. Less Fortunate not liking the way the submission hold is being applied, arguing with the referee. And again, Fortunate doing everything he can to keep his team alive, so that as he and Skylark can face off for the Alternative Championship. And again, interrupting, arguing with the ref.
Get it again, ref. Come on now. Watch the hair now. Watch that massive hair.
Pekovic whips Skylark into the ropes. This is, but knocks him down. Skylark may be out of this. 1, but a drop kick by Less Fortunate breaks up that pinfall, which would have been truly a 3 count. Fortunate helps in Frankie Morris the hard way. He's dragging him by the hair to the corner. They just began stomping Frankie Morris. And now Fortunate goes to work on Pekovic. Double team maneuver. A double drop kick. Less Fortunate with all that pressure, all that force of his feet going into the face of Frankie Morris. Same can be said for Pekovic in the opposite corner, and here another high-risk maneuver by Skylark and Less Fortunate.
Get down! Get down!
They take off, and a double drop kick. Some teamwork by Fortunate. A double pin, 1, 2. 3, and that's it. Peckovus and Frankie Morris have been eliminated from the match. And it will be Skylark and Less Fortunate who will square up one-on-one for the alternative championship. It was a valiant effort by Frankie Morris. They came up just short in this big 6-man elimination match.
Get ready to square off against each other. Will be the team.
And we got to see if even Skylark and Less Fortunate can continue in this.
The high-flying one, Skylark. The winner of this match will be your new CCW Alternative Champion.
Looks like looks like Frankie Morris and Peckovus are fighting down the aisle wave.
Get him! I like both of you! I know what to do!
Now we are about to be underway. Skylark and Less Fortunate. One of these men will be our new alternative champion here in CCW. Fortunate wanting a handshake, but can Skylark trust him? Shakes his hand.
You did a good job.
Of course he can't trust him. Fortunate kicks him in the gut, sends him into the ropes, misses with a clothesline. A Hurricane Rana. Skylark with a Hurricane Rana. Arm drag. And a huge drop kick. This could be it. 1, 2. Not quite enough. And now Skylark gets taken down, but only on 1 count. No, 2. Very fast-paced action here in the ring between Skylark and Less Fortunate. Skylark reverses, roll up 1, 2, 3. That's it. We have a new alternative champion, and Less Fortunate cannot believe it. Look at the look on his face. He cannot believe he just lost this match. But Skylark is the new CCW alternative champion. Less Fortunate cannot believe what has just happened. Skylark pins him with the roll-up, and that's all that it takes.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. There we saw the new alternative champion here in CCW. The man is Skylark. We look forward to see how he defends that title here in the coming months in CCW. Now, something very shocking happened after that match. We will have exclusive footage of what went down after that alternative championship match at WRESTLEBASH. We'll show you that here in the coming weeks and try to get to the bottom of a new breaking story here in CCW. Now, last week we showed the Southern States Championship match between Dante Steele and Logan Stevens. We tried to get an interview after the match with Logan, and he was very uncharacteristically not himself. He didn't speak to us, very frustrated. But this week we actually got a chance to catch up with Logan at a live event, and he was a little more forthcoming with his words. So let's take you away to this week's interview with the Jesus Freak, Logan Stevens.
I just want to first say, for my actions the other day, I'm so sorry. That is, that's not like me. But I was basically just a big walking bag of emotions. Everything from anger to frustration to you name it. You just don't realize that I put in the time and the effort and the training and in the gym to be prepared for this match, and then to go out there and to not leave victorious with a Southern States strap again. It did something to me. But I realized something when me and Dante met in the middle of the ring and I looked into his eyes. I realized that there's a bigger evil presence there that I didn't know before. So I know now that I got to be even more prepared. Dante has done nothing more than motivate me for the next match. That Southern States strap, it's going to be mine. But most of all, that evil, it's going to be wiped out of CCW. God bless you guys.
Welcome back, wrestling fans. There we heard from Logan Stevens, a little more forthcoming with his words this week. We can tell he's ready to reevaluate himself here in CCW and get back to that charismatic superstar that we've known and loved in the past. Now, switching gears a little bit, coming up on October 22nd in Yulee, we're going to have another live event for you. And the biggest story coming out of that will be the return of the legendary Chris Turner. Now, the reason I say return is because at WRESTLEBASH, he was involved in an epic street fight with Solo Jones. That's going to be the focus of next week's Superstars of the Ring. I can tell you that Chris Turner suffered cracked ribs amongst other injuries. That's why we say he'll be returning on October 22nd in Yulee. If you want to get a chance to get free tickets to that event, come to Callahan on October 15th at 4 p.m., the 4th annual truck show in Callahan. You'll have a chance to have a meet and greet with CCW Superstars and have a chance at winning free tickets to that live event on October 22nd. That's all we got for this week's edition of Superstars of the Ring. For now, I am Eric Snook. We'll see you again next week, and thanks for watching.
For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, yo. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
The gut and a stunner. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. Incredible. We have a new CCW heavyweight champion. The unstoppable Eric Moore is our new champion.